Today we're discussing 5 tips for managing chronic complainers. Managing employees can be a challenge, especially if one of them is a chronic complainer. These workplace malcontents are more than just annoying, they can affect productivity and morale. Fortunately, there are ways to help keep them in check. Welcome to HR Over Coffee, an educational series from the experts at HR 360 covering HR topics like recruitment, hiring and firing, employee benefits, and more. Most of us know the type. Employees who always see the glass as half empty. Nonstop gripers disrupt their colleagues and create a toxic environment for everyone. At the same time, these employees may be good at their jobs or have special skills you need. This makes dealing with them a tricky problem for managers. But the following tips can help rein in chronic complainers and the damage they do to the workplace. To start, adopt a management style that helps prevent the problem from sprouting in the first place. Engage with your team on a regular basis so they feel they are part of the process. Keeping employees out of the loop can lead to chronic complaining. Another management technique that can help is to make sure everyone knows your organization's employee grievance procedure. Remind your team of the procedure at meetings or send around a copy in an email. Even after taking these preventative steps, you may find you have a chronic complainer on your hands. In that case, try simply listening to the employee. Sometimes the person just wants to be heard. If you don't agree with his complaints, however, be careful not to give the impression that you do. You'll only create more problems for yourself if the complainer leaves the meeting telling your team or boss that you see things his way. To avoid this, respond with neutral language such as "I see" or "I hear what you're saying." Also, in your meeting, try to give the person as much background as you can on the issue behind the complaint. A little information goes a long way toward common understanding. Another way to deal with a complainer is to ask how she would solve the problem. Inviting input can turn the negative confrontation into a positive collaboration. The employee may even have helpful suggestions. If not, it's still a win. You've changed the tone of the interaction to be proactive and solution-oriented. Lastly, recognize when an employee's constant complaining becomes a job performance issue and address it directly. If the person's behavior violates policy, affects performance, or harms morale, it is the manager's responsibility to ask the employee to change his or her behavior. This can take the form of informal counseling, a written warning, progressive discipline, or performance improvement plans if necessary. In closing, if you find yourself in this situation, don't take it personally. We all have our own experiences, personalities, and worldviews. And some employees seem to be perpetually dissatisfied. Your job is not to persuade them to see things differently. Instead, focus on solutions and fostering a productive workplace. Thank you for joining us today. To learn more about how you can resolve employee management issues and better comply with state and federal HR laws, visit us online at hr360.com.